Well, welcome to another Monday Market Update. Thank you guys for being here again on another Monday, the last week of school here locally in Memphis. Can't tell you how excited I am to get these kids out of school, start our summer routine, let them have the most fun ever, and go on all the things we have planned. So it's exciting, but I will continue to be right here every Monday to give you the market update, whether we're in Nashville or at the beach or in Branson or wherever we go, because we're going to all those places. I will be here to give you your update. Hey, I just wanted to kind of give you a brief just synopsis. There's not a whole lot that's changed in the past week with the market. We've had consumer confidence that was released by University of Michigan, and that's kind of what I'm going to touch on. But, rates are pretty much the same. It's just, seems weird. It's like Monday, everything goes up, and then by Friday, it drops a little bit, but then Monday, it goes back up, and it's just this regular cycle every week. So, if you're looking to buy a house, I would guess maybe like lock in your rate on a Friday, maybe. I don't know. Seems like the best time to do that because then everything goes back up on Monday. But anyway, Memphis market, it's pretty much the same. Inventory is where it is. I mean, we're still seeing the same thing I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. Houses are selling if you've got updated, great backyard, great lot. Houses that aren't like that, they're just sitting on the market. Sell, depending on the price point, you could probably sell within 2 to 3 weeks for most of them. And then beyond that, I mean, you're kind of sitting there for 2 to 3 months or more. But anyway, consumer sentiment, it's really interesting because everything was down. Like the outlook, confidence that people have right now, their current present condition, and then the expectations for where things are headed. Everybody was like super negative for the month of May, which is interesting because the current confidence level plus where people expect is negative year over year, but their current situation is positive over last year. So it's really weird to me. And I think we're living in this world right now. And it's we've been here for a while, but we don't really receive news anymore as it happens. Instead, we receive how to feel about what happens. So no longer are people communicating to us, hey, this is how, or this is what happens. This is the news. This is where things end. Instead, it's like they're editorializing it to where they're teaching you or telling you how you should feel about what happened in the news. And that's a really dangerous place. Personally, I think we have to be able to dissect and understand what happens because everything has nuance. Everything is detailed. Everything has its own set of circumstances. But instead, if you're just buying the narrative of the way you should feel, all that's doing is creating ratings and creating money for the media companies pushing that narrative. So they're trying to target a specific demographic that would believe this way. And then they want to create echo chambers that you exist in so that then you'll believe every single thing that comes out, every single thing that's said. And now they're shaping your mind so that you'll believe and buy the narrative they're selling you on how you should feel about what's actually happening. It's really interesting to kind of look at it that way, because if you're not able to parse out the information of what actually happened, then you'll begin to formulate an opinion about people, about a certain demographic, about a certain political ideology that is very dangerous to you, but also to our culture, because people are unique. Everyone's different. We can't label everyone a certain way or a certain segment of the population. But it happens in real estate. It happens in just regular news media with crime in Memphis. It happens everywhere. And I don't know, it's not that it's just new, but it's something that I've been paying attention to a lot lately because it's dangerous and it's hurting, I think, our economy because people are okay. They're fine. Most everyone here that would be watching this, you're okay. Compared to where you were a year ago, you might be worse off, but you're still fine. Like, not a lot of people have lost their jobs. There's not a lot of turnover. There's not a lot of less money being made. But instead, it's just people are believing a narrative that they're being pushed through media, and that's impacting your decision making. That's impacting how you view things. So then you're less likely to go spend money. You're less likely to go enjoy things because you think that something bad's about to happen. When the reality is, there's really no indication that something bad is about to happen. Are we feeling, less confident? Maybe, but why are we feeling less confident? Is it because your perspective or your prospects for your own personal economics have changed? Not drastically, probably. But the reality is, if we believe these things that we're being sold in the media, then that changes how now we view life and how we spend our money and how we spend our time and what we prioritize. So anyway, I just say that to just be cautious, right? I mean, be cautious about what you take in. Be cautious about what you believe. Be cautious about how you allow media and information on even social media and these echo chambers that we live in to influence the decisions that you make every day. Because not everybody is out to get you. As a matter of fact, I would say the majority of people aren't out to get you. They're just taking in what's going around them, and they have their own narrative that they're believing. And I think we all believe things about each other, but it's built on fear. It's not built on hope. It's not built on believing the best about people. Instead, it's built on this negative pessimism that exists. And we know that fear drives a lot of our decision making. So I think media companies have decided that they're just going to push the negative about a community or the negative perspective on something because they know that it can attribute to your fear. And when it attributes to your fear, you're more likely to keep coming back because that fear grows bigger and bigger and bigger in how you make those decisions. So anyway, that's a long therapy session. I don't know. I just felt compelled to talk about it because it was something that's been really weighing heavily on my mind, but also just for our culture as a whole. So anyway, I guess that's it. That's the Monday market update. So this time next week, kids will be out of school. We'll be on the summer break, but I will continue to be right here. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.